Hello everybody, this is NCS and welcome back to Let's Play Vampire Stone Reign of Blood. Last time, we've explored a little bit of the town called Eastar. And today, well, I think it's a good time to gain a little more money. I mean, yeah, we have quite a lot of silver in our treasury, but still a little more silver can never hurt, right? Especially since our weapons are becoming more expensive by the levels. Well, yeah, that's to be expected. But yeah, let's fly up here and find a cave filled with a lot of skeletons. And a monster. A strong monster at that. For this boss battle, you definitely want to equip a protect ring on all of your characters. But that's all you need to do. So let's run into this lizard and fight it. Okay, here we have the giant lizard. What you want to do for the first round, well, use Dark Blades and Frosty Blades, because you want to increase your attack status since this creature here is resistant to fire and ice elemental attacks, so you can't use magic that well. And you want to feed on it, hopefully you will... Oh, come on! Not a single one! Ugh. Guys, you've got to be kidding me, right? Let's try it one more time! Yeah. Usually you want to increase your attack status, but apparently, thank you, at least those two. Yeah. Dark Blades and Frosty Blades apparently doesn't want to work on me. And this boss here can use paralyzing attacks. And can heal itself, which is why you want to... dang it. Which is why you want to use, well, attacks that can increase your attack. Skills that can increase your attack. So the healing ability of the enemy won't be as bad. But yeah, I'm being unlucky right now. It's can you stop paralyzing me? Usually this guy, more often than not, blinds and silences me, because of which I want to equip the protect rings. But this time around, yikes! He really likes to paralyze me. Oh right, and Asuka's weapon is fire elemental still. Oops. I probably should have bought a new weapon for him, huh? Yeah. And Elaine, could you please? Thank you. I kinda need some healing, So yeah. This boss here usually isn't that bad, if it bleeds a little longer and doesn't paralyze all of your characters from the beginning. Yeah. But if your attack increasing abilities work, this guy should not live for all too long. And holy! Nice damage there, Elaine. So for defeating this guy, we get a strong soul, and we can mine silver in this cave now. So I hope you haven't used all of your normal souls for fusing with your intelligence, because what I did in between episodes is using all my 95 normal souls that I got to create normal soul stones, so that I hopefully can gain a lot of workers here in this mine. So I'll create as many workers here as possible, and I'll meet you outside of this cave then. Okay, I created 10 workers here, used up 50 of my 95 normal soul stones. So, alright, next up, I want to go to yet another mine. This one is located east of Eastar, or Eastar, or whatever you want to pronounce it. So, let's fly there. Before you enter that cave, though, I would recommend you to restore all of your lost blood. So, I'll be doing that before I enter that mine. Yeah, that one is it. So yeah, I'll restore my blood and be right back. Okay, and inside this cave here, we have a little bit of a maze, it seems. No, not really. But if we go up here, we have a stationary enemy here. Should we fight it? Well, I guess we have to. So what is that? Ooh, a fire ghost, apparently. Oh, well, just because we entered your cave? That's a little mean, don't you think? Oh well. And what's up with that music? Really, that boss isn't all too tough. Now watch my ass getting kicked. So, for this boss here, since it is a fire elemental boss, well, for once, you cannot drain any of its blood. So, yeah, we can't cause it to bleed, unfortunately. And because it is fire elemental, let's not use any fire elemental attacks with Elaine. But instead, with Asuka, you want to use Ice Shield to increase your fire resistance for the entire party, so that the boss will be fairly weak. It can still use normal attacks. Oh, and you want to use ice elemental attacks, obviously. It can still use normal attacks, but it also can use multi-targeting fire elemental attacks. That's a weird sound effect for explosion, but okay. So yeah, explosion would normally deal a lot more damage. So, definitely use your ice shield. And it still doesn't use the multi-targeting attack. Not that I mind, but it's a little weird. Usually it uses it more often, and it can decrease your attack status. Not for Elaine though, which is really nice, because Elaine is the only one attacking with physical attacks anyway. So that is another reason why you want to use ice elemental spells on that boss, because eventually your attacks deal like no damage. Or maybe one. But more often than not, nothing at all. Okay. Keep on using the ability, I don't mind. My ice ball spell costs me 5 blood. I don't mind you decreasing my attack status because I'm not using it anyway. Fine by me. But yeah, that boss here is actually easier than the previous one in my opinion. Unfortunately though, you cannot freeze the fire ghost or paralyze it. Oh well. And Elaine only dealing 4 damage. A little sad, but she's only here to heal us anyway, and it still hasn't used the multi-targeting fire attack. Okay. Ah, there we go, Fire Rain, yeah. If you don't protect yourself from fire elemental attacks, that attack can easily deal like 60 damage to all your characters, so you definitely want to do something against that. And now it uses it all the time, of course. So yeah, once your HP drops below 100, I would start healing your characters with Blood Cure, simply because Elaine barely does any damage to them anyway, and so you don't need to waste a lot of blood on the stronger healing spell. So yeah, now we've actually extinguished that ghost with our Sword Strike? Okay. Anyway, now that the fire ghost is dead, we can create miners here as well. So I'll be using the rest of my normal soul stones to create new miners here, and then I'll be meeting you outside again. Okay, I've created 9 more miners, and for those who want to know how many workers you can have in a mine, you can see that in the extra menu in the status screen. And you can also see, oops, forgot to translate something there. You could also see how many workers you have in a mine, and I probably should create a few more miners in Asuka's mine. Oops. And yeah, you can also see where those mines actually are located. So yeah, once we have a few more normal souls, I'll create more normal soul stones, and create more miners. So next time we will go to another dungeon, hopefully one that actually has normal souls, so we can create more miners. But yeah, that's all for today. So this was NCS, and farewell for now.